Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to be discussing how to handle a star employee causing workplace problems, courtesy of the Golden State Warriors. Yep, we're taking our example from the Warriors today. What do you do when you have a vital role player at your company who is also hot-headed and unprofessional? Here's how the Golden State Warriors just handled it a couple of months ago. With time running out in the Golden State Warriors versus the LA Clippers basketball game team on a Monday night, the Warriors, Draymond Green, grabbed the rebound, right? Okay, instead of passing the ball to his teammate Kevin Durant, who was calling for the ball, Green dribbled down the court, lost control of it before he could get the shot off, therefore causing them to go into overtime. Now, eventually, the Golden State Warriors lost. Now, shortly after, cameras caught Durant and Draymond Green getting into an argument or an altercation. Then Green called Durant an expletive. Ugh. The Warriors brass, their upper management or leadership, felt that Green had went too far, and rightfully so. And so suspended him for the following game and loss of pay for that game, which was roughly $120,000. Now, the headbutting and speculation about behind-the-scenes drama that may have caused it was the biggest story in NBA at that time. Surprisingly, it's also an important story for any entrepreneur. Pay attention. This isn't all that different from what happens in companies every day. You'll almost always certainly have to deal with controversial or difficult co-founders, employees, executives when you run a company. It just is what it is. Green is a perfect example of a problem employee who also happens to be very good at what he or she does on his job. He's one of the main reasons why the Warriors have grown into such a basketball dynasty. But he blows up at coaches, players, referees, and random people who taunt him in the restaurants. Not good. The way you handle such situations is often the difference between business success and failure. You can learn a great deal of leadership lessons from the decisions that the Warriors made. Here we go. Number one, don't be afraid to take decisive action. The Warriors weren't afraid to very publicly rebuke Green's behavior. Despite his vast contributions and essential role to every game, they were willing to take conclusive and purposeful action. See, when you have an all-star employee who's acting out, letting them continue their antics without addressing the problem isn't an effective solution. Not at all. If you shy away from what feels like conflict, the employee may not even realize that they've done something wrong. Worse, they may realize they're hurting the company but feel like they can get away with it, so nothing changes. It can be tough to speak up, no doubt, but that's a part of the challenge of being a leader, being a great leader, or being in leadership, period. So don't let it fester. Nip damaging behavior in its bud. All right? Number two, be ready for everyone to know what you did. The entire NBA sat up and took notice when the Warriors suspended Green for a game without pay. Now, team leaders knew the rest of the league would be watching and made a choice they felt was fair, given that Green had crossed the line. Now, if you're approaching conflict with someone who's polarizing, you should know that the entire office is watching. So, how you handle the behavior will send a message to the rest of the company and everybody in the company. So you want to be fair and you want to deliver appropriate punishment, even for star employees. Everything's level across the field. Be honest, be fair, and be stern and be quick. Just a conversation with Green, for example, would not have had the same effect as the suspension. Giving Green a real consequence for his actions could go much further towards catalyzing change. Keep the situation from becoming overly public. Following the suspension, team leaders clearly aimed to keep the conflict as internal as possible. Head coach Steve Kerr has said little about the details of the argument, only mentioning that he spoke with Green. He didn't share what they discussed. Now that's professional, and that's the great way. That's a professional way to handle it because it shows integrity and it shows empathy. When you're confronting an office issue with an employee, keep as few others involved as possible. This allows you to build trust and prevent outside perspectives and noise that will only make the situation worse. Number 3, final one, move on as best as you can. It's almost inevitable that blowups and conflicts will arise from time to time at work. Handling them effectively and with composure is key. Moving forward is just as critical. In closing, in your case, you want to have the necessary conversations with your employees about what happened. Put lingering issues in the past and move on to form building blocks, I should say, for a brighter, less conflict-ridden company future. All right? That's my time today, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to listen and watch these videos. And if these videos are helping you, please like, subscribe, and share this channel and these videos with other people in your sphere of influence, because I really believe in iron sharpening iron. And that's what I'm trying to do with each of you all today. So please share the videos. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think about the videos in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And as always, if you are in need of some one-on-one personal leadership development coaching, some team building training, or some diversity training, please contact me and let me know. We'll put together a tailor-made plan to make you the leader that people want to follow and be influenced by. All right? Thanks again. And remember, great leadership equals great results. How are you leading?